I'm trying to convey the impression of depression here. It's day 8. I honestly thought I was going to have 50,000 words by now. In fact, a couple days of my, I can't even talk. My words are broken. A couple days ago, I even posted on my Facebook that I was going to win tomorrow. Because I was 13,000 words away from the end, and I was just positive that if I just made a run for it, I could go for it. I have had a rough couple of days. One moment, please. A really rough couple of days. So, just to give you an idea, here's been my word progress each day. I have it written down because I'm cool. Day 1, 6,000 words. I'm rounding. Day 2, 9,700 words. Day 3, 9,000 words. Day 4, 4,200 words. Day 5, 3,200 words. Day 6, 4,400 words. Day 7, 1,100 words. And so far today I'm going on 3,000, which is actually pretty good. But if you'll remember, as of yesterday, I had 1,100 words. That's like not even my daily goal. That's not even the NaNoWriMo daily goal. The NaNoWriMo daily goal is 1,667. My daily goal is 2,000. Now, granted, our Fridays are supposed to be days off. I wasn't gonna take a day off. I'm way too cool for that. Okay. So, it didn't go well. A couple of things have changed. Number 1, I've decided that I'm throwing out the no editing clause. I think that the no editing clause is a good idea for people who are new to the writing thing, because when you stop to edit, it stops your momentum, and of course, a lot of people, they just stop there because they've lost their will to go on. I kind of work in the opposite way. When I lose my will to go on, I go back and I edit. Because it's a way to start adding on a little bit of word count. At the same time, when I reach the end of where I've left off, it gives me that forward momentum to keep going. So actually the past couple days I've spent some time editing, and I felt rather ashamed about it because I wasn't supposed to. I'm actually bound by contract not to edit at all. But at the same time, editing in the past 2 days has added 1,400 words to my story. So it is what it is. I didn't have a chance to do the word sprint yesterday. No, wait, I did do my word sprint yesterday. Every day the Traverse City region has been doing a word sprint at 9:30 p.m. And it's been a really big part of my word count, actually. So I thank them for that. Yesterday, I only edited on 200 words, and the word sprint was the rest of my total. It was pretty lame. I was not doing good. I'm gonna guess that my slump is due to 3 major factors. 1, I'm exhausted. This week I actually worked overtime, and I was on my way home from work last night when I got called in. So I was like literally on my 6-minute drive home going, it's been such a long day, I can't wait to get home and relax. And my husband was going to be making BLTs, and I was so excited. My phone rings, the hospital needs things, and I had to go home, drop my husband off, and go straight back to work. And an hour and a half later was when I got to go back home for real. Of course, I had to work today, 1 to close, so I've been very tired. This is my 7th day in a row. I'm on call yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And then I'm right back into the work week again. Number 2 thing that's holding me back is the fact that Naruto is finished this week, which number 1 was sads and feels, and number 2 was a lot of distractions based on watching everybody's reaction and fallout from it, which is both heartwarming for people who are like, yay, Naruto's over, and posting a bunch of cool fan art, and also watching them rage because it didn't end the way they wanted it to. And I know that there was a 3rd reason. I can't remember what it is now. I'm gonna guess I just kind of hit my wall. Oh, my inspiration just kind of died. You know, I was just talking about this with people earlier about what it was that made me all super tired. Let's see if I can go find it for you real quick. Oh, yes, that's right. The other thing that has caused me to pause is that I spent all of the time I could have been writing yesterday researching poison. Sorry for the video silence. There's obviously a bunch of crazy assassination themes in my story, and one of them is the poisons division, and I don't know a ton about poisons myself, so I had to go and research a bunch. I found some very interesting ones. They're pretty cool. But where I was lacking in poisons that I needed to have, I actually just invented some. Because I really wanted there to be a poison that was available that caused excruciating pain forever without the relief of death, so that I could use it during some torturing scenes, but I couldn't find one, so I just made up some, and thanks to the Dead Pete Society for helping me with that. Let's see. What else is going on? I added a very uninteresting character. Well, I think she's interesting, but she starts off as not interesting. She has no talent, nothing extraordinary about her whatsoever. And then randomly today, she suddenly evolved into an amazing character who is, she's got very secret motivations. Since the beginning of her introduction into the story, there's somebody she really wanted to kill. That's her whole purpose. She's like 14 years old, and she's like, teach me how to kill people. I need to know. And you don't know why. And until today, I didn't know who she wanted to kill either. It's just that she did. And today, she just basically let me know who she is. She's like, I'm only pretending to be a good girl, and I hate the people that are training me. I am actually a creature of the enemy. He just doesn't know it yet, and I need to learn how to kill people so that I can impress him. It's very strange. But she's cool, and I like her. Let's see, other character. There was another one I added. Who was it? I did add some new villains today. I decided that I needed one, and then one became 3 because he's got bros. Yeah. So that was fun too. I decided that I needed more conflict. As I'm going through my story, I'm realizing that it's kind of slow and boring, and that it needed more conflict and action. So the editing is helping that a little bit. I've decided to add a sparring scene and possibly an attack, and then of course I just added all these villains to just throw some problems into the mix. Alright, so back to the original point of this whole video. Yeah, I've been in a big slump. I've been very, very tired. In fact, one of these days I actually sat down to write and literally just passed out. Normally I stay up and write between 1 and 5 o'clock in the morning, and I haven't really been able to make it much past midnight lately, so I can't even hit my sweet spot of the time that I should be writing. I think today's going to be good, actually. It's 11 o'clock. I'm already 3,000 words in. This is the end of my first pot of coffee, and as you can see, it's starting to work. I'm awake. I'm not alive, really, but I'm awake. Also, that one fan fiction I was working on is done and over with. The one fan fiction that wouldn't leave me alone. See, there were 2 going on. I don't know if you've even been following, because I tend to confuse people. I had one that was already finished that I was in the process of publishing, that I finally just finished publishing yesterday. And then I had one that during the month of October manifested in my brain and refused to go away until I wrote it, and I finished writing that over a week ago. So all of my distractions are now gone, except this story. But I had been losing inspiration from my story, and it's coming back now. I did a couple free writes today. That went well. And the editing is helping. And also the whole researching of poisons and the elaborating on my characters. I had to take a pause for that, and I think I'm done with that now. I have been feeling the urge to draw another map. I'm resisting. Right now I have a map of my land, which on my Facebook author page is actually my cover picture. But I'm feeling like I need a map of the city, which would have like the borders of the city, because it goes up against some bluffs and against some woods and against a river. And then also my characters have houses dotted all around there, and there's like a couple points of interest, and I feel like I just need a map in my head. I like maps. Oh, and one other thing, and this will just be a fun thing that I guess I can end my video on. Maybe 2 things. The first thing is, I'll end with a more exciting one later. The first thing is I just added somebody to the Dead Pete Society today. The Dead Pete Society, as you know, is my Skype group based on the character that we killed of Frankie's that we named Pete. I added my friend Marky. Marky is a friend of mine from Oklahoma, and she just kind of was a late arrival onto the NaNoWriMo scene this year, so she looked like she needed some motivation, so I invited her in, and she's in there right now. In fact, I see the little notification that says that she's left me a message, and I should go read it, but I will wait for that till I'm done with you. The other fun thing, and this is just a really happy personal victory of mine, now that I have finished that one giant fanfiction and my readers, which I've gushed about over and over again, loved it so much that one of my readers is actually going to make me a fan art. Hang on. I'm very excited about this. You don't even understand. For somebody to make a fan art of your story is like a personal achievement. It's like I deserve a crown. When you look out and you see it, fan art of things and they're amazing, no one's ever done that for me before, except Frankie. I will give credit to Frankie, but in my defense, I asked Frankie to do it, and the story that she did it for is not going to happen now. It is the story that led to the original I'm writing now. I still have it and I cherish it dearly. But this is like a random person I don't know making a fanfiction for a story I've already published. So this is like amazing. And she's actually really good too. I can't wait. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I actually described a scene that I had wanted to draw, but I suck at drawing now. I'm not any good. And she's gonna do it. So I am getting famous for really long videos. I'm sorry I ramble a lot. I have a lot to say. But yes, while we're at it, total word count currently is closing in on 41,000 words, so I should be finished with the 50,000 by, I would say, at the very latest middle of next week, and 100,000 shouldn't be a problem. The total of my story has just barely gotten to 99,981, so I am 19 words away from 100K on the total story itself. And on that note, I'm done for today. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!